Louisiana versus all y'all. Jarrett Rosa here with a couple of newly minted state champions in the Medine sisters, twins Leah and Halle. And congratulations to you guys. Thanks for waking up on a Friday morning and chatting about some of it. I think y'all have had kind of an interesting story over there, and to close out your high school careers as state champions is really cool. So congrats again, and thanks. How are y'all this morning?
We're good.
Good deal.
Yeah, it's very exciting. We're very excited about all of it, so we're happy to talk about it for sure.
And I told y'all I was going to see if I knew which one was which, because I have not seen y'all in person before. I'd only heard the names from Coach Broussard talking about some of those tennis matches through the years. But for me, Leah is in the white sweater and Halle in purple.
Yeah. You got it.
There you go. How has this journey been for y'all throughout high school? Y'all had obviously, I mean, y'all played a lot of tennis growing up, but it wasn't a sport that was there for y'all to just readily join, like the guys that show up and go join the football team, or girls that are going to play volleyball and stuff. So what was that process like to get started? Some of those early conversations with Coach Broussard about what it was going to look like and what some of the goals and expectations were going to be.
I think going into high school, like, neither of us really expected to play high school tennis because, like, we didn't think there was a team. We didn't hear anything about it. And then he kind of just brought it up one day. I think because he heard that I played tennis from the trainer at Woodlawn, because I lifted weights with him because I was playing volleyball. And so he knew that I played tennis. And so then Broussard found that out and started talking to me about if I would be interested in starting a team. And yeah, that's pretty much how it got started.
I don't know, when was the first time that you guys talked about what type of potential there was there for y'all to go out there and win really high level LHSA events? I mean, for whatever that's worth, because just as a friend, he maybe jokingly, like, right away was, I think we're going to win a state championship at some point by the time these girls are finishing up. So I don't know if that's something that y'all talked about, or if that was him messing with some of us and just kind of talking big game and it came true. But when did y'all start to discuss those sort of possibilities and goals?
Probably, honestly, the beginning of this year, because before this year, we didn't play doubles together. Like, I had a different partner for a few years, and then she played singles for a few years, and she made it to the quarterfinals. Her was it your sophomore year? But yeah, this is the first year we played doubles, and kind of just like right off the bat, the beginning of the season, like, once we started playing together, we kind of realized the potential that we had together and how well we were doing.
Y'all seemed surprised when I mentioned that like 4 years ago he had dropped those sort of words.
Yeah. Very surprised.
What went into y'all ending up being a doubles team this year after you mentioned kind of the past history of singles or doubles with another partner and stuff like that? How did y'all end up linking up for senior year?
I was really torn between if I wanted to play singles or doubles, because I've been a little more serious about tennis than she's been in the past. So it was a tough decision for me, but I really wanted both of us to be able to, like, share the experience of winning state together, because I really thought, like, I pretty much knew that we could do it if we worked hard and, worked together. So
to go from that process of basically starting that team and then some of the ups and downs last year was probably weird for y'all, as it was for everyone, but certainly spring athletes, and to close out your high school career as state champions. Has that really hit y'all yet? What does that mean to have finished in that sort of a way? How significant is that to y'all?
Honestly, it still feels a little bit surreal. Like, I don't know if it's completely hit us yet, but yeah, it's super awesome. Like, just knowing that senior year, like, that's what we can take away from, like, our entire tennis career, our high school career. It's really awesome.
What was that tournament like up the state championship tournament up in Monroe. You guys were able to roll through, and I guess win 10 of 11 sets or whatever. What you only drop one set the entire time. You push to a third set in that semifinal. Did y'all go in feeling like y'all could have that sort of a almost dominant type run through, and did you feel like it was that sort of a y'all had that much control of the tournament throughout those few days?
I think I pretty much was very confident. For us, she was very nervous, so I don't know how she felt. I was about nervous. I mean, regionals was pretty like similar. Like we basically like ran through everybody, so I was like, is it gonna be like that? Like I'm not sure. I mean, we definitely like the competition was harder, but I was very nervous, like she said, in a lot of the matches, especially like the semifinal match. So that was something we had to like counter in and think about.
Yeah, against the Patton sisters from Edie White, so twins versus twins in the semis is the only way anyone could push y'all to a third set.
Yeah, that was a great match, honestly. It was just a lot of back and forth, and like I said, I was nervous, so I was kind of playing tight, and then I think they just came out like swinging. They were just playing their hardest, and so, but we got the win in the end, so I guess that's all that matters.
Was there a moment in that one where you guys had to kind of step aside and talk to one another, regroup or anything, or just kind of worked itself out on the court pretty naturally in gameplay?
I think there were a lot of moments where we had to do that. We did kind of, I don't know, sometimes in our matches we will like argue a little bit, like, and that's kind of what happened at the beginning of that match. So I think that's what one of our problem was, is that we weren't like working together as much. So we did definitely have to take a minute to regroup throughout the first set.
What is that like, navigating some of those really competitive, high intensity type situations, or just in terms of preparation and all those things as sisters, as twin sisters? I know my brother and I are like 3.5 years apart and fought constantly. And I think the closest we got was when I moved off for college, sort of thing. And so you guys go through some of those ups and downs of the sport, and then the person that is next to you that maybe you're frustrated with some days, you're headed right home with and are together all the time. What has that process been like for y'all, I guess, throughout your high school career, but especially this year as doubles partners, to just kind of have that balance between sister and partners?
That's a good question. I mean, I feel like there are definitely like days and definitely matches where like after like we need a little break from each other, but we're very close. So like us on the court, we can kind of like sense each other's like mood and sense like what's going on in each other's heads without even like having to talk about it. So I think that's kind of like a bonus of playing with your twin sister, somebody that you know like super well. Yeah, I would agree. I would say that mostly what happens on the court between us like doesn't have anything to do with our actual relationship. It's just kind of like a separate thing.
Coach told me to ask about if there's been any interesting stories through the years of y'all, I guess, being mistaken for one another, people not being able to tell y'all apart, or like, I mean, I grew up watching Sister Sister, and they're like pretending to be one another left and right. Have y'all had some instances that you can share that won't get you in trouble where one of you pretended to be the other one along the way? Maybe not in tennis specifically, even, because yeah.
I don't know. We never really did that. Like we were always kind of scared to do it. I don't know why, because people could tell us apart. Like people who knew us in our classes and everything, like they could all tell us apart. Like we were scared, and then also like we like didn't want to be mistaken for each other. Like we like wanted to be our own people and make sure that people knew that. So I think that's like why we didn't really try that with anybody.
How would y'all describe one another, I guess, personalities wise? Just, I guess, Lee, if you want to go first, or I mean, vice versa, whatever y'all want to do. But if you're kind of describing to someone who has never met y'all or spoken with y'all, so this is my sister, this is what she's like, this is what she's about, how would you describe each other?
I would say that she's very sweet, and that she's very playful and funny. She likes to try to be funny.
True. True.
Sometimes it's not that funny, but yeah. And smart. I don't know. Is that bad? No. Let me think about you. I don't know if we've ever been asked this question before.
Yeah,
So.
y'all are like, dude, I just wanted to talk about tennis. Like, I didn't talk about my sister this much. It's a little bit.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, she's a hard worker. If she sets her mind on something, she will do it. We won state, and she practiced tennis very hard, worked very hard. What else? She can be hard-headed at times, and that's really no, that's good. Yeah.
Look, y'all both seem great. I know Coach said Violet has played some favorites. Y'all's little sister maybe has a favorite, but I mean, again, congratulations y'all both on winning the state championship. Is it weird that high school is over now pretty much, that y'all are just waiting to walk and head on to the next level?
Yeah, it's very sad. Especially for me, like I think for a while I was really set on playing college tennis. And since it's not happening for me, like kind of slowly creeping up on me, like I'm realizing that I'm not gonna be playing college tennis, which is a little sad. But I am planning on joining the club team at LSU, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. So I'm excited about the next chapter.
Yeah, y'all are both heading to LSU now, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the outlook there? You mentioned, Leah, going to join the club tennis team. I don't know if you are as well, but just in terms of starting your college careers as students or moving on to that next phase in life, what's y'all's outlook? What are some things y'all are excited about? What's kind of the plan in terms of majors and stuff like that?
I am majoring in psychology, so I'm very excited about that, just to kind of get to learn some things that will be useful to other people, not just me. Um, just also excited about like getting out there, like getting on our own, kind of like in the real world for the first time. So that's exciting. I'm majoring in biology, probably. And yeah.
Good deal, y'all. Well, anything else that you kind of want to share? Any stories along the way, or just excitement of that state championship and setting a little bit of school history, we think, or on to the next level, or anything like that? Do you think we got it covered?
I mean, it's been a great ride. I mean, that's all I can really say. I mean, our coaches have been great. They've been extremely helpful in getting us ready for everything and just building the confidence that I think that we needed to just do what we did and win.
Good deal. Well, congratulations again, y'all. Division II state champions up in Monroe. That great run through the state championship tournament to finish up their high school careers at Woodlawn High in Baton Rouge, and for Louisiana versus all y'all, Jarrett Roser. Halle.